Hello everyone, welcome to Slow Flow. I'm going to try to keep this under an hour in case 1 hour is too much time for you. This is a slow flow, so we're going to be moving through things a little bit slower. Obviously you can stop and pause whenever you need to. I'm using water and a towel just in case, so feel free to pause and go get what you need. And that's really it. Let's start in a comfortable seat. So that's going to be cross-legged or half lotus, foot to opposite hip crease. Untuck the glutes, lengthen the spine, sit up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Shoulder blades together, hands relax on the legs, close the eyes. Now really draw the chin towards the back of the throat so the spine and neck are aligned. And let's start to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and release the breath. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth. Let's take a few more breaths together. Last one, inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Now let's seal the lips shut and let the breath travel in and out of the nose. See if your inhale and your exhale can be the same length of space. One-to-one breathing. And then maybe you count in your head. If you're inhaling for 4 counts, make sure you're exhaling for 4 counts. If your breath is a little bit deeper, inhaling for 5 counts, exhaling for 5 counts. If your breath is a little more shallow, maybe you're inhaling for 3 counts and exhaling for 3 counts. So whatever that length of time is, let's try to keep it neutral between the inhale and the exhale. Three final breaths. Now place your hands behind your head. Interlace the fingers on your next inhale. Open front body. Press the elbows back. Exhale, round. Elbows touch chin to chest. Inhale, open front body. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, hollow out the back. Let's come to neutral. Keep pressing your elbows back. Breathe in. Exhale, tip to the left. Point the right elbow to the ceiling. Keep your shoulder blades together and down. Inhale back through center. Exhale, tip to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale left. Inhale back through center. Exhale right. Come back up. Last time to the left. Inhale lift. Exhale right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, torso twist to the left. Even though we're here, we're pressing the elbows back and lengthening out the top of the head. Inhale back through center. Exhale, take your twist to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist right. Elbows back. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Last time. Inhale, center, and exhale, right. Come back through. Let's bring our arms into a T. Flex the fingers and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. 2 more times. Shrug up. Exhale, lower. Last time. Press out through your palms. Feel that engagement in the arms. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your fingertips towards the earth. We're going to wrap the right arm behind the back and bow the chin to the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. Now release left ear towards left shoulder. And now you can send your gaze down towards your left fingertips. Come back through center and let's go the other way. Right fingertips to the earth, left arm wraps back, bow chin to chest. Good. Come back through center. Dip right ear towards right shoulder. Now send your gaze down towards your right fingertips. Good. Release. Inhale the arms up. Let's twist our torso to the left and then reach and fold at a diagonal. Bow your forehead to your knee. Anchor your sits bones into the floor. Soften shoulders down the back. Plug the lower belly in and up. Let's inhale the arms back up along the ears. Twist your torso to the right and then fold out at a diagonal. Inching your fingertips away if that feels good. Keep your shoulders down, away from the ears, and we're pressing evenly through the sits bones. Lower belly draws in and up. Inhale the arms back up along the ears. And exhale, hands to heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Deep breath in. Let the breath travel out of the mouth. And then let's transition onto hands and knees for tabletop. Once you arrive, walk your wrists slightly in front of your shoulders. Index fingers point forward. Spread the fingers out to the sides. Your knees are under your hips. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift your heart and hips. Exhale, push the floor away as you arch into a cat. Inhale, drop belly, cow pose. Exhale, round, cat. One more time. Come back through center. Inhale the right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, thread to the left. Bend the left elbow. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bend and thread the arm. Last time, come up. Exhale, thread and pause. You're coming down to right shoulder, right temple, and then sending the left arm along the ear or wrapping that arm back to your right hip crease. Notice the weight in the legs. We want to even it out side to side. One more breath. Plant the left hand under the left shoulder. Inhale, right arm up to the ceiling. And let's circle the arm back towards the hip. Big circle with the arm. Two more. And then last one. Come back through hands and knees. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread to the right. Bend right elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. One more time. Rise up through the arm. Exhale, thread and pause. Right arm along ear, or you're wrapping back to your left hip crease. Neutralize the weight between the legs. Last breath. Right hand under right shoulder. Press into your right palm and send the left arm up to the ceiling. Now let's circle that arm back towards the hip. 2, 1, good. Come back through hands and knees. We're walking our hands forward, one palm print, tucking your back toes under, and gently elevating our sits bones to the ceiling. Coming into our first downward facing dog, our triangular structure. Pushing the floor away, index fingers continue to point forward, press into your fingertips, knuckles, and palms. And let's bend the right knee, keep the left leg straight, hold. And reverse it, bend the left knee, straighten the right leg. Release both heels down towards the mat. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, high plank pose. Exhale, knees to the floor, hips to heels, child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath. Keep the toes tucked under, press into your fingers, hands and palms, and elevate your sits bones back up to downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, high plank pose, shoulders come forward. Exhale, knees to the mat, hips to heels, child's pose. One more time. Inhale, sits bones up. Exhale, plank position. Breathe in. Exhale, knees to the ground, hips back towards heels. Child's pose. One more breath. And then walk your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to step the left foot forward and then the right, coming into our forward fold. Hold here, just let gravity take over. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And let's bend the right knee deeply and keep the left leg straight. Reverse it, bend the left knee, keep the right leg straight. Micro bend both knees and slowly ragdoll up to standing. Head arrives last. Now once you arrive, let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Stand tall in your mountain pose. So your feet are hips distance apart. Gentle tuck to the tail. Stack your shoulders above your hips over your knees, and your knees above your heels. Shoulder blades together and down. Let's take a big breath in. Let the breath pour out the mouth. Inhale through nose. Exhale out mouth. One more rich breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, lead with the heart. Swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale, lengthen spine. Hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms overhead, palms meet. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Push your shins into your hands. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Option to tip back. And exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that one last round. Inhale, lift your prayer. Exhale, lead with the heart. Long spine, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands at the top of the mat. And then step your right foot to the back of the mat. Your left foot to the back of the mat. Downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg to the ceiling. Toes point down to the floor. Hips are even. Inner thighs draw towards each other. Whenever you're ready, inhale, lift the left heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift left heel. Exhale, lower. One more time. Pulse that heel up. Release. And now let's step the right foot forward between the hands. Stay high on your back heel. Bring your hands to your hips to begin. Find that strength in the legs. And then lengthen the spine and reach your arms up to your ears. High lunge, front knee over ankle. Straighten the back leg. Tuck your tail. Breathe. Now let's interlace the fingers of the hands. Open the palms to the ceiling. Trace your arms back behind your ears and then draw the shoulders down the back body. Take another breath in. On your exhale, release your hands to the earth. Plant the left hand underneath the left shoulder and twist the torso and the right arm to the right. Draw your right hip back and your left hip forward. Twisted lunge. Full breath in. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Step the right leg back to plank. Breathe in. On your exhale, bring your knees to the floor and then your chest and chin down. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Hands in line with the heart. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift. Keep that soft bend in the elbows. Exhale, lower. Last time, come up, and then we're going to release onto our forearms. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Circle the shoulders back and down. Push down into your pubic bone and into the tops of the feet. Open the throat. And even though the hands don't move, you're drawing your elbows back towards your hip bones. One more breath in. Exhale, release down to your belly. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, push up through tabletop. And exhale, hips to heels, child's pose. Keep your knees slightly wider so your belly can descend towards the floor. Deep belly breaths. Let's tuck the toes under. Plant the palms. Send your hips up to the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Toes are pointing down. Here we go with that pulse on the right heel. Inhale, lift right heel. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Step between your hands. Keep your back foot exactly where it is. Guide your hands to your hips. Once you get your hands to the hips, reach the arms up along the ears. Bend left knee deep. Lift right heel high, tuck the tailbone. Now let's interlace the fingers, open the palms to the ceiling, and then take those arms further back. Keep your shoulders in their sockets. Lengthen out the top of the head. Breathe in. Exhale, release the hands to the top of the mat. Right hand presses into the floor, left arm twists open to the left. Draw your left hip back and your right hip forward. Notice if your hips are sinking. Lift up. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand replaces left foot, step back to plank position. Inhale, exhale, bend elbows and lower. Inhale, lengthen the arms, cobra. You have the option of pushing into your feet and lifting your knees up, dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. And then slowly walk your feet to your hands, coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Once you arrive, let's bend our knees deep here. So deep that you get your chest onto your thighs. And then lift the feet and place your hands underneath your feet. And then bow into the legs. Chin towards chest, bend your elbows out to the sides, gorilla pose. And then maybe you start to wiggle your toes, massaging your palms, massaging your wrists. Maybe straighten the legs a little bit more. 3 more breaths. Let's release the hands from underneath the feet and slowly roll all the way up to standing for our mountain pose. Once you arrive in your mountain pose, bring your hands onto your hips. Let's load up the left leg and bring the right knee wide. So that foot is coming below or above the left knee. Push the foot into the leg and the leg against the foot. Make sure your hips are neutral. And then let's open our arms out into a T and flex the fingers. Push the palms away. Feel that opening through the arms. Now let's send our arms up to our ears and release the right knee next to the left. Circle the right arm back, catch your ankle, and maybe you're staying here. Maybe you're starting to hinge at the hips, sending the right knee back and the upper body forward. Dancer pose. Breathe in. Exhale, release the right foot next to the left, and let's sit into a little chair. Legs are either hips distance apart or feet together, knees together, soft separation between the heels. Let's circle the arms back, interlace the fingers, push your knuckles down towards the mat. Still sitting in that chair, squeezing your glutes and bringing a gentle tuck to the tail. One more breath. Good job. Inhale, rise up. Come up onto your tippy toes. Float the heels. Balance on the balls of the feet. Soften the shoulders. Last breath in. Exhale, release your heels down. Bring your hands to your hips again. Now we're bringing that left knee wide. Loading up the right leg. Left foot below or above the right knee. Make sure your hips are even. You're feeling that engagement. And then let's tee the arms. Flex the hands. Imagine you're pushing out between two panes of glass. Good. Now let's send the arms up to the ears. Release left knee next to right. Circle left arm back, catch your ankle. Draw the inner thighs towards each other. Hinge at the hips. Send the torso long. Forward, left knee back. And if that left knee starts going wide, just pull it in towards center. Last in breath. Exhale, release left foot next to right. Sit into a low chair. And then once you arrive in that low chair, let's bring our hands to our thighs. Inhale, open the throat, the neck, the front body. Exhale, round, chin to chest, hollow out your back. Inhale, open front body. Exhale, round, 3 more, sitting in that chair, adding the little cat-cow. Last one. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, prayer through midline, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank position. Breathe in, exhale, lower, halfway down or to your belly. Inhale, back bend of choice. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Let's send the right leg up. And then set that leg behind the left. Bring the pinky toes to touch. Drop your heels down. Lift your sits bones high. Hamstring stretch. Push the floor away. And then let's go the other way. Right leg back up. Set the right foot down. Now send the left leg up and cross behind the right leg. Bring your pinky toes to touch. Sink your heels down. Send your sits bones high. Notice how the inner thighs are squeezing into each other. And then release. Inhale, right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, step between the hands. Release your left heel to the floor. Windmill, arms, hips, and chest open to the left. Press your right knee to the right. Use your next inhale to flip the right palm and your exhale to reverse your warrior. Sink deeper into the front knee. Inhale back through warrior two. Exhale, forearm to thigh, left arm along ear, side angle pose. Inhale back through warrior two. And on your exhale, we're going to circle both arms to the front of the mat and send the left leg to the ceiling for standing splits. Breathe in, exhale, left knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, straighten leg, lengthen spine. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Lengthen the leg, and then send your left foot to the back of the mat. Straighten the legs, all 10 toes point forward. Pyramid pose. Push down into your heels. Draw the right heel back and the left heel forward. Bend the elbows. Good, now let's rebend the right knee, plant the hands, and step back through downward facing dog. Shift your hips right to left. And then inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step between the hands. Ground the right heel. We're opening up through warrior two. I just did a little side switch so you can see me better. Breathe in. Flip left palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Bend into front knee. One more breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, left forearm to thigh, right arm reaches along ear. Sink deep. Good, inhale back through center. And on your exhale, we're going to cartwheel the arms to the top of the mat and send the right leg to the ceiling for standing splits. Breathe in, lengthen spine. Exhale, round, right knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. One more. Lengthen the leg, and then send your right foot to the back of the mat. Straighten the legs. Each foot is on its own train track, so make sure your feet aren't balancing on a tightrope. And then guide the heels towards each other. Push down into your feet. Bend the elbows and release. Good. Bend the left knee. Plant the hands. Shift back to downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, bend elbows lower. Inhale, back bend of choice, cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Let's bring our knees to touch on the mat, feet together, hips to heels, child's pose. Now staying here, walk your arms out to the right. Opening up through the left side body, option to plant the left hand on top of the right, and try to keep your shoulders neutral and square. Good, now let's come back through center and reach our arms out to the left. Right hand over left hand. Make sure the shoulders are safe and neutral. Come back through center. Make your way onto hands and knees. Swing your legs over to either side and let's come onto our seat. So we're going to bring the left knee on the bottom and stack the right knee on top as best we can. Lift your hips Make sure your sits bones are rooting into the floor. Your hips are between your heels, flexing the feet, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. On your exhale, hook the left elbow with the right knee, twist open. Look over right shoulder. Keep the feet flexed and pressing into the earth. Good, now let's come back through center. Send the left arm up and then bend the elbow and place the left hand between the shoulder blades. Now we're going to sweep the right arm back and start to walk your hands up towards each other. Maybe you're able to grip the fingertips. Maybe you grab onto your shirt. Press both elbows back, and then we're going to slowly hinge forward. Come as far forward as is comfortable for you. Push the back of the head into that top arm. And then release. Come back through and shake your arms out. Okay, let's go the other way. So we're going to straighten the legs. Give them a little shake first. Bend the right knee. Keep the right knee on the bottom and then stack the left knee on top. Again, setting up your seat between your heels. And once you arrive, inhale the arms up. Exhale, hook right elbow outside left knee, twisting open to the left, possibly peeking over your shoulder. Release out of the twist and send the right arm up. Bend the right elbow, place the hand between the shoulder blades, and now we're going to sweep the left arm back. Maybe catch your fingers. This side is usually more open if your right hand is your dominant hand. Otherwise, you're grabbing onto your shirt, you're pushing the top of the head into that top arm, and then bringing your weight forward. Keep the feet active, pushing into the earth. One more breath. Good, release, unravel. Let's uncross the legs and give them a little shake. Okay, bring your feet onto the floor. Knees point up to the ceiling. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Fingertips point to heels. Inhale, lift your hips, reverse table. One more breath. Sit back down. We're going to do this again, just changing up the position of the hands. So let's walk our fingers out like 25%, and then we're going to lift back up. Good. Come back down. Now we're going for that full 50. So your fingertips are directly pointing out to the edges of the mat. And here we go. We're going to lift our hips again. Last inhale. Exhale, release. We're going to do this again, but now we're taking our fingertips like 75% of the way back. Here we go. Lift your hips. Remember, you're pressing into fingertips, knuckles, and palms. And release. And now we're flipping our fingertips to face the back edge of the mat. So going all the way back to 100. And then lift your hips. Good job. Release back down. We are going to send the left leg long. Bend the right knee. Take your left hand to the outer edge of the right shin, ankle, or foot. And then straighten the right leg forward. Open the right arm back. You want your shoulders above your hips. Open palm and forearm and look back. Soften shoulders away from ears. Both feet are flexed. let's release. Lightly place the right foot on the floor. Bend the left knee, right hand to outer shin, ankle, or foot. Straighten the left leg forward, send the left arm back. Sit up tall, lift up and out of your chest. Open palm and forearm and look over shoulder. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Lightly release the left foot to the floor, and let's slowly roll all the way down to the back, vertebra by vertebra. Once you arrive, release your arms by your hips, plant the feet, and let's windshield wiper knees from right to left. Easy twists. Okay, from here we're going to draw our knees wide towards our underarms and then open your legs into a big V shape. Place your hands on your inner thighs and lightly press the legs down. Shoulders on the floor, feet are active, spread the toes wide. One more breath. Now bring your hands to your outer thighs. Use the hands to help you connect the legs up to the ceiling. Now we're going to do a little exercise where we simply pulse the hips up to the ceiling. So it's a very small movement. We're using that low core to lift our hips. Might not even be very noticeable. Keep pulsing, legs up to sky. We'll do this 5 more times. And you can even place your hands on your low belly to feel that engagement. Last 3, 2, 1. Knees to heart. Give your body a squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Now keep your knees over your chest, open your arms into a T shape, and then release the knees towards the right shoulder. Look over your left arm, supine twist. Good. Now bring the knees back over the heart space. Let's rock a little side to side, massaging low back. And then journey the knees over towards the left shoulder. Look over your right arm. Come back through center. We're going to do one more thing. Send your legs up to the ceiling. And then start to journey the legs over the top of the head, coming into plow pose. If it feels safe in your body, bend your knees. Bring your knees towards your ears. And then press the knees against the ears. Deaf man's pose. Straighten the legs again and slowly lower onto your back. Keep the legs elevated. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the feet on the floor, and let's just hold in stillness. Breathing into the low belly. Inhale. Exhale, belly softens. Inhale, breathe into low belly. Exhale, let the breath out. One more time. Now let's straighten the left leg. Bring your right shin towards your chest. Start to lift the chest. Bring the shin square over your heart space. So we're coming into a supine pigeon pose. Maybe bringing your hands to that shin or bringing the shin inside the elbows. And just breathe here. Might feel good to shift a little side to side. Keep both feet flexed. Push down into your left heel. You should feel that opening through the right outer thigh. And then release. Let's do the other leg. Right leg long. Left knee towards chest, and then take your shin cross the chest. Maybe it's hands towards shin, draw it in. Maybe it's shin inside of the elbows. Maybe it's rocking a little side to side, keeping the feet flexed and pushing the right heel down. Couple more breaths. Good. Straighten the left leg. Release your arms by your sides. Coming into final resting pose, Shavasana. Draw your chin towards your chest just a little bit. And close your eyes and soften. Welcome to stay as long as you'd like in your final resting pose. If you're ready to come out, gently bend the feet, place them on the floor. Start to circle your wrists both directions. Release your head from side to side. Draw your knees into your heart, sealing in your practice. Roll onto the right side into a side lying child's pose. Take a few breaths here, reconnect. And then slowly press up into that comfortable seat where we started our practice. Completing the circle. Hands meet in front of the heart, connecting solar and lunar energies. Inhale fully. Let the breath go. Bow into yourself. Thank yourself for being here, for practicing with me, for honoring your mind, body, and breath. Namaste.